we go, Lombok, the final stop of my Indonesian adventure for this trip. I decided to stay in Kuta and use it as a base for a few days to explore the island. Arriving to Lombok from Flores in the morning, had only afternoon left, and Tangджун Ann beach seemed to be a good starting point for a short trip due to its convenient location next to Kuta. This romantic man is drawing I love you for his girlfriend. Really? Romeo and Juliet still exist? Tangджун Ann beach is one of the best in Lombok and famous with its white sand. It's facing the Indian Ocean with about 2 km stretch coastline. The beach is surrounded by the hills and it's a pretty easy climb up to see the stunning views from above. I'd like to mention a decent restaurant El Bazaar in Kuta, beautifully decorated in Moroccan style and has a big variety of vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes. There are 2 pink beaches in Indonesia. One is in Komodo National Park, which I've already shown in my previous videos, and another one in southern Lombok. The day was not sunny and it was a pleasant scooter ride through the countryside, seeing the beautiful sceneries and meeting friendly locals. The navigator Maps Me, which I usually use, always wanted me to take the shortcuts by the small roads, and here we go. I got stuck in the mud. I started panicking a bit in the beginning and was not sure if I would be able to meet anyone for help, but luckily those kindest local people did their best to get my scooter out of the mud. I wanted to give some money as the way of appreciation and gratitude for the help of those lovely people, but they refused it to take.
No.
Really, people are so amazing here. No experiments with the shortcuts anymore, but get ready, the last leg for a few kilometers will be bumpy anyway. The actual original color of the pink beach is white, but it's getting pink mixing with crushed pieces of pink corals and shells in the area. Luckily, Pink Beach doesn't have a tourist infrastructure with concrete and air-conditioned restaurants. It has a local Indonesian vibe and offers basic amenities. Next 3 days I will be traveling around Lombok clockwise, staying overnight in different places, heading to Senggigi for today and visiting few places on the way, and one of them is Pura Lingsar. The temple was built in 1714 by Balinese Hindus. However, it's not a purely Hindu temple. It represents a blending of the Hindu tradition with Vakto Telu, a religion practiced by Lombok's natives. They consider themselves Muslim, but do not follow many of the religious commandments that more orthodox Muslims do. This dual heritage makes Pura Lingsar to be an important symbol of unity among the island faiths. Pura Meru is the largest and second most important Hindu temple on Lombok. Built in 1720, it's dedicated to the Hindu trinity of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Mаюra Water Palace was built in 1744 and includes the former king's family temple, which is a pilgrimage site for Lombok's Hindus on 24th of December. Open-sided hall is located in a beautiful artificial lake, surrounded by a garden with rows of carefully cultivated mangosteen trees. The palace was a part of the holding of the Princess of Bali, who used it as a court of law and a meeting hall. During the era when the Balinese princess ruled the island, Mаюра was the administrative and political center of Lomboc. Just across the road from the palace is Mаюra Temple, the largest Balinese temple in Lomboc, which was also constructed by Balinese royalty. The temple was built in 1720 and still serves Hindu worshippers, with temple festivals every full moon and on special occasions. The palace is surrounded by a low stone wall, decorated with the fanciful carvings of animals. Even officially from May to September is not a rainy season in Indonesia. It can be proper rainy sometimes, but it finishes as quickly as it starts. Finally reaching Senggigi and the last point of interest for today, Pura Bolong. It's a Hindu temple with 14 altars on the rock on the beach, which is visited by many worshippers. In this temple there are images of Lakshmana, Vali, Rama, Sugriva and a dragon statue. The rock underneath the temple has a natural hole, hence the name. Battu Bolong literally means rock with a hole. According to legend, virgins were sacrificed once a year to the sea from the outermost rock to please the gods. An enormous shark appeared with a high tide and devoured the sacrificed virgin ladies. Mount Rинджани is an active volcano that rises up to 3,700 meters, making it the second highest volcano in Indonesia. By the time I was traveling around Lomboc, the trekking trails to the summit of Rинджани have been closed for almost a year since the earthquake of 2018. The last volcano activity happened in 2010 when Rинджани erupted 3 times, with ash rising up to 2 kilometers into atmosphere and lava flowed into Caldera Lake. Even the greatest attraction as the summit of Rинджani is closed, I enjoyed the beautiful sceneries on the way to Sенarу village. It's a traditional Sasak village of 20 houses with 79 residents, where inhabitants still maintaining their basic way of life and culture in a very traditional Sasak environment. Electricity is still not there, and inhabitants are still using mixed cotton plant and castor bean as a light in the dark. It's a mountain tribal life and civilization of the past centuries that still exist as a part of nature. Few hundred meters away from the village there are coffee plantations with a great viewpoint over Tiu Kelep waterfall. Tangджун waterfall has a height of about 30 meters, which is located at the altitude of 600 meters above sea level. The flow of the waterfall emerges from the top of a high cliff and crashes directly into a river at the bottom. And now is the time to relax. Nice Rинджани Lodge restaurant with a great viewpoint over the sacred mountain and the waterfall. Highly recommend Ila Homestay. Decent clean room and a good breakfast is included. Last day in Lomboc. Coming back to Kuta, following the eastern coastline, as the main road was under reconstruction. In total, I did approximately 400 kilometers of road trip exploring Lomboc. So far so good. I enjoyed this tropical island. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. as well as subscribe to get notified of my future adventures.